Hey guys, it's Dawn here, and I'm going right into the part two. Part two is going to be, okay, you got your unicycle now, you got your first unicycle. How do you get started, right? All right, let me get off this wheel because I think that's a step ahead. Let me show you how to get started. All right, so you got your first unicycle. What should you do? Let's see. Locate your power button. This one has a power button. Some of them have a spin kill button next to it, and we need to explain to you about the spin. And then you have your charge port. That's where you charge. Go ahead and charge up your wheel. And oh, your power button will usually also be your headlight button. So usually you can hit it once for your headlight, do it twice to get a strobe, and off again. Then you have your pedals. That's where you will be putting your feet and you will be stepping onto it. You have your tire. You may have a trolley handle. There's your tail light or brake light, and maybe some other kind of handle on top. This is a little one, but all of these unicycles are basically the same. Your battery, the battery is going to be on the sides for the bigger wheels that makes up the body. You have your display, and your display will show your speed, your battery level, your mileage. Sometimes it'll show the temperature, and that 3 over there is showing what ride mode I'm in, and 3 is hard mode. 1 is soft mode, 2 is medium mode, and 3 is hard mode for this particular wheel, which is a Begode M104. Now, okay, first thing you want to do, charge up your wheel. And second thing you want to do, oh my goodness, there is a really bad thorn. This is from a lemon tree. Anyways, so next thing you want to do, I'm going to power this off. And when you power it off, you'll notice it does not balance anymore. That's an important thing to note too. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to check your tire pressure. This is very important. Checking the tire pressure on this thing is going to be something that happens quite often. You want to check your tire pressure before every ride, and also like minimum once a week. And it's just especially before every ride, especially if it's been sitting out. If it's been sitting for 2 weeks and you want to jump on it and go ride, that could be dangerous because all of these tires are known to leak pressure out. I don't know why. But for the most of the Begode wheels, if you are looking from the top of the wheel, looking down on your wheel, this is the left side, okay? So I want to lay it down on the left side, and that is where your you'll find your valve stem. So do that, fill up your tire, and I would recommend filling it up to, let's say 36 PSI. For my little wheels, I usually have them up to 40. Depending on what I'm doing, if I'm racing, I'll have it down to 22 maybe. Dirt, depending on if I'm going to be hitting, what I'm hitting and stuff, then maybe 24, 26. For my street ones, I'll have it up to 40. Because higher the tire pressure, it'll protect against potholes and stuff. It'll protect your rim from potholes and stuff. It'll also give you better gas mileage. It'll let you glide over things easier, blah, blah, blah. Lower tire pressure will give you more traction, more tire on the surface area, on the ground. And it could have a little bit of give, but you also risk damaging it if you hit something like a curb really hard with it, and then it hurts your rim. Anyways, So tire pressure is very important. If you get a brand new wheel, it'll probably have like 15 psi in there or nothing at all. So make sure first thing you do is fill up your tire pressure. All right, so it is charged. It has tire. It has tire. It has air in the tire, and one thing that is unique about the EUCs, and so I gotta explain this to you. It doesn't balance. You turn it on. You can turn it on while it's parked. Turn it on, you heard the beep. Then you're gonna lift it up, and then you'll feel it engage. Now it is balanced. It's not gonna flop over forwards and backwards like it does before. It is balanced. Now that doesn't mean that it's balancing from side to side. Oh no, you drop it. He's gonna give you the 5 beeps saying that he got dropped. And so you have to be the one that is balancing him from side to side. You heard that 1 beep? That means he's balanced again, fronts and backs. Okay, so he is balancing. What you want to know is that you cannot just pick him up. He will do a free spin, and this is what it's going to look like. And you just have to be prepared for it, okay? When you drop him, his tire always needs to be contacting the ground, or else he will do a free spin. And the free spin will go depending on what direction you are leaning him towards. So if he's spinning to forwards, then if you actually hold him in a manner that balances him out, you can stop the spin, and then you can make it go spin backwards too by tilting it backwards, okay? Because that's what he's sensing for. He's sensing for you tilting forwards to go forwards, backwards to go backwards. But the mistake, a big mistake that new people come, is that they're going to want to pick it up. So now I'm pulling it back to center. Now I'm making him go backwards. Now center again, forwards. Now the other thing, now he just cut out. He just cut out, and he's going to do the 5 beeps saying that there was an error, he cut out. Cut out. So that's the other important thing to know about. These are electric motors, and they are running off of battery, and they can only support a certain amount of energy effort. And so you'll know things like, okay, this one has can only go about 20 miles an hour. That one can only go about 50 miles an hour. That one can, it's like, and this is about, because it's going to depend on your weight, the terrain, if you're going uphill, if you're fighting against wind, and all of this stuff. So, but just basically what you need to know is there is a limit to what these guys can do, and you cannot exceed that limit. If you do, it will just shut down on you, and you'll fall because it's not balancing anymore, like that. My poor baby has never been dropped so much before. Okay. There he goes. He beeped, and he's back and ready for duty. These guys are so durable. Okay, so the free spin. What to do if you pick him up accidentally and he starts to free spin? You can either purposefully go in one direction, let him max out and cut out on his own, and then he's safe again. Then, as you see, just let him lay down, pick him back up again, let him reset. He'll do those single beep, and now he's reset again and ready to go. Or you can balance him like you saw me do earlier, make it go to center to where he stops spinning his tire, and then put him down. So those are the things to do while he's doing his free spin. That's just a very important thing that you need to know, that all of these wheels will do. They will do this free spin thing. The free spin thing is a good thing to know, because it's going to, we'll do a whole bunch of other things with it, like calculating, well, actually we don't need to use that for calculating PWM and stuff like that. But it is a good thing for you to know, because it is one of the inherent characteristics of these wheels. All right. So get to the good part. How do I start riding these things?
I know. I'm all like, I'm trying to jump to that, but it's like, I just had to insert some of these quick tips first, just for you to be safe. So, first, what you want to do is get some gear on. If you have um, uh, any kind of helmet, put on a helmet, protect your noggin, especially for beginners. You'll probably fall and hit your head. You'll probably fall and hit your hips. So, if you have armored pants, you can get them. They have extra padding on the hips and your tailbone. What is going to be at risk, okay, when you're learning, is your hands, gloves. You can break your wrists if you fall down and put your hands and try to stop your fall with your hands. Wrist guards. There are wrist guards. There are knee guards if you fall on your knees. You want your hips protected and your tailbone protected. What is not so critical at this point is a back protector, chest protector. If you want, elbow guards could be good, and shin guards could be good. One of the things that a lot of new riders will experience is hitting the pedals on these are made of metal, and these pedals, as you're learning, can hit your shins and your all around your ankle. You want to wear high top leather boots if possible, like hiking boots or construction work boots, something like that. Protect your ankle. Tie them up tight, okay? Wear proper socks, proper shoe protection, and shin guards, knee guards, elbow guards, wrist guards, gloves, helmet. At the very minimum. All right, so put on some protection because you're probably going to fall. And then go ahead and open up the pedals. If the pedals were folded up, open them up and put one foot on the pedal. Now, I am doing this and it looks so easy, right? Go ahead and try to do that. When you're first starting, you probably will not even be able to do this. And this is something that I want you to just start feeling is this. I know you're going to be watching this video and you're like, that's crazy. I can totally do that. That looks so easy. But you know what's amazing? You probably won't. This is not the easiest, and don't feel bad, okay? We have all been there. This is not the easiest thing to learn. It's one of those things that looks easy, but it's not the easiest thing to learn. And I don't know why, especially for me, I didn't do any kind of balance sports like, I don't know, skateboarding or skiing or anything like that before. So this was particularly difficult for me. Plus, I used to race motorcycles and I've broken so many bones. I have so many injuries. I have hip injuries. I wasn't even supposed to be able to walk. So yeah, I messed up and this was hard. But remember, be persistent, be patient with yourself. Give yourself the time to learn. Try it, balance it. At first, just try to do this, and then when you're comfortable doing this, the other thing, you know how I cheated? I took this into my house and into a hallway where there is 2 walls on either side. And so I would step on it. I go like this. I have my 2 walls. And then I would step up and just use the walls. Use the walls. Use the walls. And at first, oh my gosh, that thing keeps catching my hair. At first, you can just use the wall and just push yourself. Push yourself backwards. Go ahead and push yourself backwards. Or you can practice spinning around in your hallway. But for me, just practice balancing. You'll feel that and then you'll feel so tired. Your body will be exhausted and you won't even know why. You may break out into huge sweats and you won't even know why. You will be thinking that you are so tough, you are so fit, but this is going to be a workout, just balancing. And why is that? Because all of these tiny core muscles are finally getting engaged, and they've never had to do this before. So you are finally going to be working them out, engaging them, developing them, and that all takes time. Then don't get frustrated. Try as long as you can, even if it's like 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever you can, twice a day, things like that. When you go to sleep, your mind and your body will merge and start comparing notes and make the ties together. And then when you try the next day, you will make some progress. Okay, I promise. Just stick with it. Trust the process. It'll be fine. All right, so put your dominant foot on, whatever your dominant foot is. Some people say, how do you find your dominant foot? I don't even know. I just use I don't know what my dominant foot is, but I just use whatever felt good. Some people say if you stand and then have someone unexpectedly push you from behind, shove you from behind like you're gonna fall, and the first foot that steps forward to catch yourself, that's your dominant foot. But I don't know, just try, do whatever you want, Put your dominant foot on the pedal, and what you want to, oh my gosh, this thing keeps hitting me in the head. Okay, there. What you want to be able to do is to eventually step up. And then balance. You're not going to go backwards at first, so don't worry about that. Just be able to go in a straight line and then stop, turn, and then you'll eventually work to turning and stuff like that. There are different visualizations and stuff like that you can do to help with this process. Even if you want to try standing like this, stepping up and stepping back down. Step up, step back down. And of course, when you can go, then it's much easier to balance than if you're standing still. So here, I'm just doing this and being relatively still, but don't try to do that. Try to push off and give yourself a little go, because, anything with a wheel, it's going to be more stable, more balanced if you got some momentum. All right, so that should get you started to learn. And if there are any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If there are any suggestions or what else we should talk about, what else can we do to help these newcomers get into the sport, right? Please add them in the comments below. Give me ideas. I don't know, how else can we help if someone brand new comes in and wants to join, right? So give me ideas. Let me know if you like this new series that I'm thinking about doing. I'm not quite sure if I'm committed to this yet, but I'm going to throw this out there and see if it helps. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you out on the road. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and consider joining my YouTube channel as a member, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.